Coach, what excites you about Auburn High School and the girls basketball program here that made you throw your hat in the ring?
The first thing was just the fact that there was both a social studies position opening and a girls varsity basketball position opening, and it's always been my dream to run my own program. And being a college assistant coach was a lot of fun working on player development, but it was always kind of like tough, like driving from the high school that I worked at to go work at the college. And now it's going to be very exciting to have it all in one place, and where I can really just kind of focus on skills and use the great facilities to develop the players.
They've always had defensive-minded girls teams here who like to play up tempo. Is that kind of what you envision, or do you want to try something different?
For me, I was kind of an offensive guy when I played. I was a guard. Shot a lot of threes. But I mean, from the offensive component, yeah, I want to score a lot. Ideally, from the dream perspective, you'd want 7 players in double figures, scoring 75 points a game. But I mean, from the upcoming year, I believe in a read and react motion offense, focusing on player spacing and ball movement. And then when it comes to defense, yeah, I could envision us pressing. We're not going to be very big this year, and playing high pressure defense, switching defenses out of timeouts. So I think we're going to be multifaceted in our approach, but scoring is obviously a very important part of the game, and I think that's something that we're just going to have to focus on, both defensively and offensively.
Have you ever been to Rockford before this job opportunity came up? Did you have any familiarity at all with the community of Rockford?
That's actually like a funny thing, because no, I really had not been to Rockford. The only familiarity I had was that at St. Xavier, some of my friends I knew played at Boylan, so that was really my only familiarity with Rockford. But I've been here about 4 or 5 times since the interview process, and so it's a really cool city. A lot of local businesses, a lot of local restaurants, a lot of stuff that you could only kind of get if you live in a city that I've really enjoyed. And I bought a house in the area, and I'm just really excited to be here.
I know it's summertime, it's camp season already. Man, how soon do you get to work with your girls? You start right away in a week or so, or what?
Yeah, we've already had a few open gyms, so I've kind of been able to see what we have, and that's been exciting. And then June 10th is when we kind of get off and running. June 9th is our first summer league games for the varsity team, so I'll be able to coach in those. And then we have a pretty packed June. We're planning on playing in a couple tournaments, as well as having league games. So ideally, we'll have about 20, 25 games by the end of the summer, and I'm looking forward to see how much we can improve from that June 9th date, which is our first summer league game, to June 30th, which will be our last summer league games. And I think with a young team from what I've seen, a very focused team, willing to get better, I think we could have a really successful summer.